No. I think that uh, obviously you want to see a team have more success out in the field, which equals more points, which equals more wins. But when you set individual goals for each week, you can definitely evaluate those from small situations for myself, like protecting the ball more and keeping the ball out of harm's way. Those are small things that you can take a peek at in losses and see development in. As a team, there's definitely the offensive line. After the first drive, we protected better than we've protected all year. So you see the small things that you can build on, but now it's about identifying the things that are allowing us to continue to go out and not have sustainably good offensive drives and make sure that we can correct those now.
So how would you chart your progress from beginning of the season until now? Specifically, what do you think you've improved in those?
Once again, it's all about doing whatever you can to eliminate turnovers. And for me, the biggest part of that is, making sure I understand the timing within the pocket and making sure that when it does start to collapse, to either find someone's feet to throw the ball to, take off and run, or throw the ball away.
A really struggling team on your shoulders when you're
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, that's my job. They brought me here to play quarterback here, and they deemed me the starting quarterback week one, and it's on me to make sure that I'm doing whatever I can to help my teammates around me develop as well as developing myself.
Is yesterday the kind of day that you guys look back on and say it's one of those difficult growing pains that a rookie goes through, or you not even looking at that way?
You just got to flush it. You got to move on and you got to learn. Once again, it's all about trying to find the things that you want to work on each week and identifying those and making sure that they don't come back again. Each week we set a small set of goals, and you try to do whatever you can to accomplish those, obviously with winning being the first one. And after you do say no to the first one, you got to start evaluating others to see if you can build on those or find whatever you can do within the next week to correct the ones that you haven't corrected.
How many of the turnovers when you get a guy in the hands? Do you put that on you?
This team is all about doing whatever, or completing the ball is all about doing whatever you can throughout the week to, put the ball in the right spot at the right time and have the guy make a play. Completing passes in this league is difficult, and we see that each week. And for us, it's about what can we do from Monday to Friday to Saturday to start completing more balls, because quite frankly, it's unacceptable to be at the percentage that we're at right now.
You said last week that you thought you were making good decisions with the ball. This game specifically, when you went and watched the film, did you feel like you saw the field like you wanted to and made good decisions?
Absolutely. I mean, it's pretty easy when a defense goes out and plays majority cover one. It's whether or not the guy's open. If he's not open, to make sure the ball's not in harm's way.
What gives you reason for hope and optimism that things can get better?
It's the fight that you see throughout the whole game. It's the youth on this team who's continually getting better, and it's the camaraderie that we have in this locker room. We come back after 0-4, and yes, we're all disappointed because we're all competitors. We all want to win, but everyone's just as excited as the weeks prior to get back out there to do whatever we can to get back out there and win. That was quarter one, and we started off 0-4, and it is what it is. But it's on us now to be pros and to flush it and do whatever we can to make sure that quarter two goes better than quarter one.
You talked about the fight in the team. At the end of the game, Marvin Lewis said to Hughes, "Don't let the team quit on you." Do you have any reason to worry about that?
No one's quitting around here. This organization has done a really good job of bringing in a lot of guys who truly love this game. And you can see, once again, in this locker room, how much people are about doing whatever they can to help this team. There's not too many egos around here. Everyone's all about winning and doing whatever they can to execute their job. And if we can continue to do that and continue to put ourselves in an opportunity to win games on Sunday by a good week of preparation, then hopefully we'll start getting back to what we want to do.
Who gets credit for that, DeShone? Most of you guys came from winning programs in college. So how do you keep that drive when you guys aren't used to losing?
Coach Jackson, he's the head of all of this, and his mentality and his optimism that he gives to us each week in the team meetings are what drives us to get back out there. And then the leadership from them or from there is one that talks to Coach Jackson a lot, and as long as they're on the same page from our leadership, with me being a part of that, and we continue to push the same message, we'll continue to come out and have the energy needed to go out and prepare the right way to win games.
You mentioned in the past all the hard work, and you talked 5 a.m. arrivals. Obviously, this isn't what you envisioned after all that. What's your frame of mind? What's your emotional?
You know, you learn that all that work, all the time, all the effort, all it does is give you an opportunity. All it does is put you in a position to potentially win a game. Then all that work needs to come out, and obviously in the last 4 weeks it hasn't come out the way we want it to. You can throw a ball 10 times out of 10 in the right spot on the right timing in practice, but if you come out in the game and it doesn't happen exactly the way you did it those 10 times, then that absolutely means nothing. You know, all it does is once again give you the opportunity. So now it's on us to make sure that the same effort that we're putting in on the week is you know, portrayed out on the game field, because that's, at the end of the day, what everyone wants to see is wins.
How much does it help you to have Hugh Jackson, you know, come right out after the game and say, DeShone's our quarterback, that had nothing to do with performance, you know, to get that vote of confidence right away?
I wasn't worried about it at all. Coach and I understand each other, and we knew that this is going to be a learning process, and it's going to take, you know, a lot to get to the winning that we want to get to, and it's just on me to make sure that I stay on the path that I've been on and continue to develop each week.
When you wake up on a Monday morning after a game like that, does it hurt more physically or mentally to think back on that game?
A little bit of both. You know, it's definitely a mental challenge to continue to flush. You know, we want to build. We want to start stacking wins on top of wins, and in order to do so, you got to get your first one. And I think that's all of our goal is to you know, take that first quarter and once again put it behind us and do whatever we can to start experiencing that success and that feeling that we had in the preseason, so we can start stacking that on top of each other and create the necessary confidence to be one of the better teams in this league.
Is there anyone you talk to about that mental challenge, what it takes?
Coach Jackson. Coach Jackson's been the guy who I've accepted as my mentor to take me through this, and you know, it's on me to make sure that I don't have too many voices coming in. He has the vision, he has the message, he understands the ins and outs of this game, and I'm going to continue to look to him to lead me to what I need to be as a quarterback to get back to winning.
Is it fair to say you guys as players are taking this on yourselves, and it's not the coach's issue?
Absolutely. We're the ones playing. You know, these game plans, we're very confident in them walking in, and the play calls are exactly as is. When we go and you watch the film, as I always say, it takes 11 guys executing their job, and you can see throughout, you know, from play by play where are some you know, guys who aren't necessarily doing their job in their best fashion, and it's going to take for us always to continue to buy into those game plans and simply do our jobs.
DeShone, do you sense any doubt in this locker room?
No, not at all. Once again, we are very optimistic. We're looking forward to getting back out there and flushing this behind us and doing whatever we can this week to be a better team, because obviously what we've done in this past couple of weeks out in the game field isn't enough to win in this league.
This is a recurring question, but because it keeps happening, the first series, first quarter, is there attempts during the week to change that?
Absolutely. You try to start every drill with a little more energy. You try to start every practice with a little more energy. Start every day with a little more energy. But energy only goes so far. You still got to execute your job. From the smallest of details to the fundamentals that you've been doing since you first started this game, you got to always make sure that every time you step out there, you're doing your job to the best of your ability. And unfortunately, in those first couple drives in our first 4 games, we're not out there doing that.
Yeah, Pac-Man Jones, he's an interesting guy. Had an interview yesterday where he basically said there's not much you can do with the talent he has in the team. Do you want to get into that?
He's not in our locker room. He doesn't know what the talent looks like. He doesn't know the grind that we put in. He doesn't know the camaraderie that we have. And I look forward to hearing his comments once we do figure this out.